Heyo, and welcome to Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction on the Games Tavern here on YouTube. Exciting things ahead as we finish off our second half of what may be a big boss, evil bad guy fight. And but before we begin, I just want to say thank you to everybody tuning in. If this is your first time watching, please hit that subscribe button in whatever format you're seeing us in, and tell your friends. The more friends you find out about us, the better for them and for us. So, what's the story here? Oh yeah, where we last left off, the party had made their way to the giant, what would we call that, temple building in the abandoned city of the dog people, seeing the large purple light flaring into the sky and pulsing. With every pulse, a few hundred gnolls might run out, or 20 or 40 gnolls might run out. Something bad happens every time it pulses brightly. Making an airborne landing from a flying ship after being picked up by their wizard friend, who has still not realized that they were the ones who robbed him months earlier. The exciting part about this is they have an escape plan. Using a levitating ring tied to rope, they will throw it up into the air, where the mast of the ship will capture the string, and then they will be pulled aboard eventually as the ship makes its way out. Because over this temple building, there is a massive floating stone fortress that has probably got an even bigger bad guy on it. Maug has flown down initially on the flying ship that was docked at that flying fortress, and has levitated his way down, attempting to steal a key, to which Vale said, "Absolutely not," sprinted in, said nope, snatched the key, and began to run, to which Maug attempted to run through and blocked their initial exit. A fight ensued, whereupon Maug, with the help of whatever his let's say patron would be, and the gnolls that were stalking the area, every time the players would defeat a gnoll, the gnoll would rise up undead to fight again. And then if it was killed a second time, I guess that finally ended the magic that was keeping it around. Much to the chagrin of the gnolls and the party. However, after many fights, Turgis sprints down a corridor, snatching up the backpack with the key, but forgetting that the levitating ring and rope is in a different backpack, to try to make the escape to get at least the key away from Maug, only to stumble into two gnolls. At the same time, Maug successfully cast Hold Person on Vale, as they were locked in mortal combat, and has pulled two sickles and has begun whoosh, 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 working the blades together as he begins to walk towards Vale, stuck, frozen in place, with a look of pure joy in his face as he looks like he's going to carve Vale up. The rest of the party have stepped in between where Luciano has fallen, injured, to stop a gnoll from butchering him further. Where we last left off, we were in the middle of Turja's turn. Turja, can I get that combat music, please? Turja, you have 30 feet of movement. I had to roll you back because you didn't realize when you were going down that turn that you were going to slam into those two gnolls up at the top there. What are you doing?
Can we roll back all our bad decisions?
No. We didn't roll back her bad decision. We rolled back to how far she could move, because she can't move through the gnolls. She's still keeping that bad decision. Now she has to just decide how much worse she's going to make it.
Thank you, Reed. Thank you for that generous and fair-minded commentary.
Don't blame the DM.
Yeah, I give what is a very heroic shriek at seeing and loud shriek at seeing the two gnolls.
How does that shriek go? Is it like a, or is it a,
Oh, it's very high pitched and girly. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, but heroic in a heroic way. And
so how does that go? Is that, oh! How does that sound?
Yeah. There. Did you feel better now?
No, I want to hear what you would do for the character.
I just said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I frantically turn around and run like a rabbit the other way. And do I still have a free action?
You have 30 feet and a free action.
I use my free action to yank ball bearings out of my pocket and toss them behind me down the corridor.
You're dumping the bag of ball bearings behind you in that corridor.
In such a way that the ball bearings fall out, yes.
Oh yeah, you're just spilling them out. You yank the thing and just start spreading them around as you go.
Oh yeah.
Okay. How many ball bearings are in the bag?
1,000.
Okay. 1,000 ball bearings. Ping, 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 ping. Hit the ground. All right. Okay. Just double checking which is which. Okay. All right. That's your move and your free action. Good move. This Knoll, right, Havoc Runner, is going to chase you. Hold on a second here. Let me make sure I get the right one. No, not that one. This one is going to chase you around 12 feet, 18 feet, and has to make a dex check and fails and falls right here where the bearings hit.
Thank you for small mercies.
He is now prone. All right, Cimarine, you're on deck.
This is going to be a real surprise for everyone involved, I think. I've given a lot of thought what my next move is going to be. I think I'm going to hit this thing that's still right in front of us.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of thought.
That's a lot of thought. I argued between hitting it and hitting it, so I think I'm going to hit it.
All right.
Being a little blind to the running Terja and just very much aware of this cluster right here, my immediate circle, has the attention and unaware of Vale also being a little frozen in place. Hopefully that changes sometime soon. Let me scroll down to the thing that I hit, because I'm going to, wouldn't you know it, Claw. I only have 3 turns left in my rage, by the way, before I have to kick it back into gear again. I just try to do damage instead of hitting it first. I was hopeful. But 21.
21 certainly does hit.
And if you don't mind, I'll just go ahead and use that damage that I rolled.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so that's a 10 with the Savage or Dreadful Strike with D4 Psychic. Actually, it's going to be 12 because I'm raging, plus 1 point of psychic damage. That's my first attack. Second attack's going to be coming back in with the axe, probably even doing like a nice little undercut this time.
You undercut as he's already falling.
Oh, yeah!
Alright,
cool. End the game, right? We're done? Wrap it up?
Well, it gets back up. You can see it already like as its neck slaws to one side. Do you want to go ahead and hit it with that uppercut?
Can I?
Oh, yeah.
I got too excited about hitting stuff. Fingers crossed, everyone. Fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Roll that dice. 14, not quite enough if memory serves.
14 does not.
Damn.
Does not. However, if anyone in the audience wants to use some Streamloots cards to, boost her.
Just saying, it'd be cool. We don't have to or anything, but it'd be kind of cool.
All right. You missed. You have a third attack.
You're right, I do.
Yeah.
But this time it's just going to be again same axe, and no, worse. Somehow worse this time. I'm very tired, and I continue to get more tired as this fight continues and never seems to end.
Exhaustion.
Yeah, it hurts. Sleepy.
All right, Vale.
I try to yell out Cyclonus to activate a magic spell, but I realize my hands, my voice, I can't do anything. So just silently yelling Cyclonus
In your head.
In my head.
Sweat begins to roll down as you see him moving towards you. With hold person, do you get Do you get
At the end of my turn, I get a wisdom saving throw.
Do you have anything else you want to do before the end of your turn?
If anyone but Kakinak can hear me, let's talk.
I can hear you, the blade says. Your axe into your own head.
Look, I know we haven't been together very long, but if you ever want a chance at killing Iris again, we gotta get out of this thing alive. So do what you gotta do.
Do my best to protect you until you regain control of yourself.
All right, I'm rolling wisdom.
Roll it. Nope. We're still locked into place. The Knoll, the undead Knoll, attempts once more to strike you, Cimarine. Does a 6 hit? No, it does not.
It does not.
It misses terribly. Luciano,
Yo.
you are...
What's the Maug situation?
You see a swarm of insects and 2 silhouettes moving towards each other.
So he's still encased in insects.
He's definitely still swarming. I mean, you can see, some bodies in there coming closer, but it's hard to tell who's who.
I'm on the ground, you said?
You were. Did you not just regain consciousness after some healing? Some, super healing from Rafe?
Yeah. I just didn't know if I'm prone. Do I need to spend movement to get up?
You do.
Allegedly.
I will stand up.
15 feet of movement.
Can I move 15 feet?
You sure can.
I want to... I see him... He's on top of Vale, right?
No, there's 2 people standing. One, they're moving towards each other. That's all you can tell. You can't tell who's who. You don't know what's actually happened inside the swamp.
If I was trying to target Maug, you're saying I couldn't target Maug because I can't tell which is which.
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
It's looking bad. Oh, it's the same.
7's bad.
It's really hard to tell.
I'll do it anyway. Okay, if I hit, no matter who I hit, it's gonna be fine. I'm going to shoot a lightning lure in there and try to yank somebody out. Whatever figure I can hit.
Okay.
You should.
I'm going fishing. That is a strength 15.
Let me do... Okay, hang on. I'm writing it down. I'm rolling a percentile dice. Here we go.
All right.
What's the strength check?
15.
15, you said?
Yeah.
It shrugs it off with a 16.
Okay,
Motherfucker! You now know that it was Maug Ra, however. Does it hurt someone if it hits them?
Yeah, it would. If it hits, it's D8.
D8, roll your damage.
It hits, you said?
Oh, it did hit.
Oh, okay. Wait, did they succeed the... But
they beat the strength check.
Okay. Oh, sweet. That's 8.
Okay. All right.
Try to grab it. Oh, God, and it just kind of pulls away from me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You see it stop for a minute and then start moving towards the other silhouette, but you know that one was Maug, so you can tell the difference now. You can. The other sprints out. We'll
Hold
go ahead
on.
and make a dex check. Yes. Oh, you still have something you're doing?
I mean, I have bonus actions. Give me a second, Reed.
Please,
Let me
by
figure
all
out what I want to do. No, I'm just
I am
kidding.
so sorry. Luciano, please.
I'm just
we
trying
need
to
more help.
decide if I care enough to use this. No, I'll save. Yeah, I'll save.
Okay. The other knoll attempts to sprint out. It makes a dex check. And moves at half rate,
Boo.
but is able to stay on its feet. Maug. Nice try from your friends. I'm gonna cut you so badly now. And he immediately begins.
Attacks have advantage, and if they do hit, they crit.
Huh?
Attacks
they
against
do.
me have advantage,
yeah.
crit if they hit. But I have an AC of 23 right now, so
Well, he just rolled a 24 on his first attack.
well, that's just horrible.
And it does 12 points of slashing damage. However, his second attack, he attempts to swing. And it is immediately stopped by the axe.
Hold on,
You feel
wait,
your
did you already?
arm yank up. What you feel your arm yank up? Ching!
Can I? Never. I assume it's too late to back roll the other one to react to the first shot. Because you said I could tell who Maug was.
You could.
So can I see him like about to hit somebody?
Yeah.
Can I unlock the first hit?
What does that force a reroll?
It's a reroll.
Okay. We'll reroll.
with disadvantage.
We'll go back to that.
Where's my own?
Yeah, you forget the best part of unlock on that, which is it forces the reroll at disadvantage.
There we go.
does it?
15.
Yes.
Oh, it does say, yeah.
You can give
disadvantage on the
yourself
roll.
back those hit points. It bounces off your armor. You see him go, I'll get in there. And he goes for the second one, and the axe moves. Ting!
Oh,
I'm doing my best. And that is...
Try harder.
He has one more attempt to attack, and that is a dirty 20, so it does not penetrate your armor. I'm gonna get this open like a tin can. Rafe, what are you doing?
Running right into that swarm of insects towards these two figures, and as soon as I'm close enough to figure out who Vale is, I am touching Vale and I am chanting Thunderstep.
Okay.
And
Clever.
we are gone.
Thunder! And where do you go? Just move yourself.
We are moving. By the way, you get an opportunity attack on me. I don't care. You should take it though. That null.
The knoll is, yeah, it's going to take it. However, it fights at disadvantage now. Let's see what we got here. Well, that would be a natural 20. So let's do that disadvantage and see where that lands you. 19. Does a 19 hit you?
Currently, yes.
Okay. You take 6 points of piercing damage as it bites down on you.
And Vale and I move immediately to the far wall. And Ogra takes damage. 19, half on save. It's con 14.
All right. And Magra appears to be startled.
By the way,
First
it's
by the
loud.
axe, then by the robed figure, grabbing, and then the thunderclap, and he failed the roll. So what's that? 19 damage.
19
Nice.
damage.
Does that also do anything else to him?
No, it's just loud.
The insects
Boom.
spread briefly from the thunder wave, and
Is
you
he-
see Magra standing with both sickles, blood on him, burning and smoking briefly from the various different places where the oil burned on him. And then this, as you see him start to glare, the insects swarm back in.
Is the concentration still up on whole person?
I'm checking that now. And with a 7, he loses concentration. You are no longer held.
Wraith, you're a lifesaver.
Well, hopefully we get out of this.
Yeah, don't say that
I'm
yet.
alive.
You still could
You
die.
have 2 turns left of haste, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
All right. Turja, sprinting away, one moving a little slower, but the other one getting back up and cursing itself. And you are now out of ball bearings.
I
doing?
run. I use third in my movement to go 30 feet.
Uh-huh.
I use my bonus action to go dash and do another 30 feet. And then I use my action to cast Mirror Image.
Okay. Mirror image. Several versions of Turja split out of Turja, walking in different directions, making it kind of weird. Anything else?
As I run into the room and I see Luciano, I yell, "Luciano, spell them! Spell them to attack Mogra!"
Well, who? What?
Turn's over.
Confusion all around.
Exactly.
Okay, and this one attempts to get back up and sprint again. Let's see how he does. This time with a dirty 20, he does manage to move at half rate and catches up to his buddy there. Cimmerian, it's your move. The sloughing jello neck of the zombie knoll is staring at you.
I don't want him coming up while we're handling the big guy. So hopefully this one hit's going to be enough to throw him down. We're not wasting our claw on it. We're going to try and axe him. 22.
22 certainly hits.
Okay. It's going to be 10 damage.
It's still standing.
Mother trucker! Alright.
You can use your
Um,
offhand attack now.
Yes, I'll go ahead and do my offhand.
Spinning in place.
17?
17 hits.
Okay. For 4 damage.
It is still standing.
That sucks! Fine! Whatever!
everything.
Me and this knoll are just going toe to toe. Who cares about the big bad? Just this thing that refuses to go down. I'm looking over its shoulder. I see Lucy starting to do Lucy things. I see a wraith poof back, or at least someplace with Vale. There's a lot happening. Determined. We're just going to do this last attack then with our claw. And it's not enough to hit.
An 11 misses. You go in for the claw and you tear off a chunk of flesh and it doesn't even care.
No.
It just continues to fight.
Lucy, get back! And that'll be my turn.
Vale, what are you doing?
Let's see here. I am going to use the bonus act or the action from haste to dash. So my movement is 70 right now. I'm gonna jaunt back down to where my backpack is and kind of stand over it with my feet, and then I point towards the swirling mass of insects where Maug is, and I yell, pointing out, Cyclonus! And I activate a second level spell, Gust of Wind, which is a 10-foot wide, 60-foot long line that I sweep through the insects, and it should disperse them.
What does it do to people, if anything? Just so I'm aware.
So anything that is in that 10 by 60 line needs to make a strength saving throw DC 12 or be pushed back. Let's see here, 15 feet. And then trying to move against that is difficult terrain.
Okay. You see Maug and the insects suddenly go, and all the insects go. Maug up against the wall. I ate 2 of them, you son. And he also takes D6 damage from slamming into the wall.
So I've got the axe kind of pointed at him with flames wreathed around it, and and then I just kind of, motion at him like, "Come on, big guy, bring it." I believe that's my turn.
All right. All the insects are gone. You've obliterated them.
Can you
Excellent
not
use of
move
spell.
this turn, Vale?
Oh, I didn't put myself down there. Sorry.
You measured the distance. You didn't actually.
Yeah,
It didn't actually
release
move the
it.
character.
I was like, it's pretty far away to cast that spell.
I was wondering about that myself.
Luciano, what are you doing?
Oh,
Wait. The zombie knoll is attempting to attack. What's pummeling the taillights out of it.
Is it what? When was the start? I guess never mind.
19. Does that hit you, Sim? Okay, so that does hit. You take 5 points of piercing damage as its fanged maw attempts to bite through to you.
Boo.
Now, Luciano, it's all you.
Seeing that, I see Maug get pushed back. I turn back to see what happened, and I see Sim all of a sudden fighting this thing by herself. I'm gonna rush up because I want to get away from the big bad. Now that there's nobody in front of him, but me now, because Bale's gone. I run up. I will frickin' do things. I'm looking for my item. Where is it? There. Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. I was looking at another option, but I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
You see the Necro Druid take a step forward,
Nice.
sickles to both sides, ready, and then you hit with a 23.
I'm hitting the knoll.
Oh, you're hitting the knoll.
Yeah,
okay.
no, I'm not hitting.
Well, the
big
knoll
bad.
was an easy hit at 23. Roll
Yeah.
that beautiful Maug
Oh,
damage.
that beautiful 2. Love to see it. I get 2, right?
You do, thankfully.
And a 10. That's 12.
And you see it almost turn to smoke and dust as whatever's left of it hits the ground.
You okay, Sam?
You've been up and down so much. She's covered in blood, head to toe at this point. I'm doing great.
I'm just kind of nod. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you look great.
Yeah, let's go.
Right. Luciano, do you have anything else you're going to do?
Nope.
Okay.
No bonus action at the moment.
Well,
Well,
another dexterity
Turja
check.
ran in, right? Turja
What's
ran in. Turja ran in.
Turja is back in the room.
And I yelled at you to spell the gnolls to attack Maug.
Well, I'm not doing that, but you look hurt, right?
Pretty hurt, yeah.
I'll cast Healing Word as a bonus. Second level. That way you get 10 back.
That is helpful. Many thanks.
All right. The Gnoll Havoc Runner has successfully, with a 22, passed the Dex check to get to the end of where the ball bearings have gone down. So now any movement it makes after this will be at full movement. It is raising its battle axes in fury and howling and pointing at you, not realizing that Rafe is around the corner or that what else is going on in the room. But it is definitely there, and it sees you, Turja.
And is pissed. Yeah.
It's got saliva running down its mouth, and you look like a tasty treat. Nature of the beast. Maug steps forward and immediately charges into Vale.
So if he's moving against my wind there, it's 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot that he moves. It's, super difficult terrain.
Okay, so he can move 30 feet. So he moves 15 feet, fighting the wind. As the wind's blowing around him. And look, what does he have for spells then that he can cast? Because he's not just going to sit there and do nothing. He casts... what's he got left here? Armor of Agathis is going to cast that. First of all, you see spectral frost begin to cover him and his gear. As he starts mumbling things under his breath that you can't quite make out what language it is. Rafe, what are you doing?
Let's see. Having now heard angry noises coming from this direction, I'm going to look around the corner and see these gnolls here. I'll move. Right here, I believe. Yeah. So that'll get me just close enough that I can hit both of them with Thunder Wave.
Ooh. Thunder Wave again. Or another
No.
Thunder one.
Yep. So they have to make a con save at 15
Okay.
or take 2 damage.
Decisions.
At 14, at DC, what is it? 13?
15. Yep.
Okay, I got a 16 on one and a 4 on the other.
It matters which failed.
Huh?
It matters which one failed.
The first one failed.
The closest one?
Mm-hmm.
He is sent back 10 feet.
And he takes 2 points of damage.
Yep. The other
A
one takes
loud
1.
thunder crack blows through. You guys are all hearing it. This is the second one in a very short period of time. And looking around, you don't see Rafe, but you definitely hear that. And then you also hear... It almost sounds like a whole bunch of ball bearings bouncing for a brief moment into the air and then clacking back down. Anything else, Rafe?
Nope. I have used my movement and I have cast a spell. I am done.
Turja, what are you doing?
So I use my movement to head towards my crossbow and veil. That's 30 feet.
Ah, that's right. You did leave your crossbow.
Yeah, I think I left my crossbow here-ish. It might not be
Yeah.
quite... It might
That's
be
about
attacked
right.
more than 30
Yep,
feet,
that's
but
right.
okay.
You snatch it up. It's still ready to go, fully loaded.
Well, I'm holding my rapier in my hand right now. So actually what I do is I take it in my other hand, my offhand, dagger, and I throw it at Melgra.
Okay, so Roll to hit.
14 to hit.
14 misses.
Dini! And I yell at Luciano again. Gnolls are coming! Make them attack McGraw! Spell them to attack McGraw!
All right. And at that
then
point,
I still technically have a bonus action. I'm trying to figure out if I can do anything useful with it. I don't think so.
all right.
Yeah,
You could,
that's it.
You could move again.
I could.
You can
But-
dash.
Pick up that crossbow.
I don't think I can pick up the crossbow with a bonus action, can I?
Yeah, you can grab it with one arm.
Then I will grab it with my free arm that is newly free
You can't
from...
fire it. You're just picking it up.
That's what I mean. I'll pick it up with the arm that is newly free from firing the dagger.
All right. All right. The gnoll that did not get knocked over attempts a dex check once more. Does pass, makes it to 15 feet, not quite 15 feet, and begins to fight with. Oops. Rafe, I guess. So here we go. Battle axe in hand. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
You take 11 points of slashing damage. Does a 10 does not hit, and then finally 23 hits, and it bites down onto your arm that you used to deflect yourself, giving you 6 more points of damage as it bites and tears at you.
Okay.
Submarine, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to like clap a bloodied hand on Lucy's shoulder. You good? Nodding. And I'm gonna take
Bloodied
my...
clawed hand hits your shoulder.
It's gonna be. Oh yeah, no, I know my lefts and rights.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have 15 crisp feet of movement. Can we get there? No, we can't. But we're gonna move as our action, perhaps. There we go. And I'm going to blindly throw my axe at that thing of insects. And
No, it's gone. The insects are gone.
Oh,
you
they're
can
gone?
see him clearly. He's fighting with the wind right now.
Cool, awesome,
All the insects literally spattered up against the wall, like including up against him.
wonderful. Sweet. Well then, I just need to double check my reckless attack here. Is it only melee for reckless? Or when I huck my thing, will it count? It's only melee. So never mind. It's still going to be a ranged attack with the axe. And that means I actually have to do it with disadvantage officially. Because I no longer have my nice perks to help balance that out. So doing it with disadvantage. Going to be a
Very
7.
Which axe is this?
This was my nice one. This was the axe of returning.
So it... And as it goes, he literally just evades easily and begins to move again with the wind. You see it and teleport right back into your hand.
Cool. That's a neat trick. I like that a whole bunch. Does that mean I can keep doing that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the second attack, not an offhand, just my second attack. It's going to be another throw. Thoroughly pleased. Oh, it's not going to be much worse than that.
It's back in your hand.
Yeah.
You cannot offhand attack that way.
At least was my second attack. I won't be able to do an offhand because I'm not close enough to do an offhand. So, that's my turn. But
Damn
I
this
am,
disadvantage thing.
gosh,
Now,
maybe take a
choosing
nap
not to
sometime.
sleep because you guys are all worried that each other is going to kill each other has consequences.
That's the first time it's come to bite my butt this whole fight, so I'm okay with it. But that was my turn.
I want Maug
Veil.
dead.
You have thunder waved, and now you have a gnoll savagely attempting to attack you with a battle axe, and he's scoring hits. What are you doing?
Who?
I mean, Rafe. Oh no, Vale. Sorry, I got Vale and Rafe messed up.
I was
Vale,
like,
it's your
where?
turn. There is
More
no
than-
null savaging you. However, Maug is making progress in the wind.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Use me well.
Yeah. So I move 5, so I'm within striking range of him?
You're using the glaive?
No. Well, he's kind of in between squares. If I move 5 feet from where I'm at, can I hit him with the axe?
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to do 2 attacks with the hand axe.
All right.
25 to hit.
25 certainly hits.
All right. 4. What do we got here? 10 slashing, 7 fire.
Okay. He is now singed and burning again.
A second attack coming his way. All right. 18 to hit.
Uh, 491 Phantom, thank you so much for casting Arcane Resurgence using the Streamloot stacks. Luciano, you gain a, what was that, a first level spell?
Hell yeah.
You gain a first level spell slot. Way to go,
Nice.
Arcane Resurgence, and thank you.
Did that 18 hit?
The 18 definitely hit.
All right. For 11 slashing and 11 fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's hurting.
I'm using the extra action from haste to disengage then, and using my remaining movement to scurry up the wall and kind of cling to the ceiling up out of height.
He attempts to make a.
I disengaged.
He
You
disengaged.
disengaged.
When I hear scurry,
Oh.
I think like 4 legs, and
He
I think
swings,
Vale
but he
is-
can't. You deflect easily, and you make it up the wall.
And I did that because my haste ends this turn, and then I have to like power down for a round because of the magical nature of the lethargy that washes over me.
You see meat hanging off of the Necro Druid from where you went into him. You see him bleeding. You see him burned. You see him angry. And you see him still fighting as if death is something he welcomes.
That is all I got.
Okay. This Knoll is going to attempt to fall down. Okay. And you hear.
gonna attempt to.
Well, no, it falls.
Oh.
He falls.
It attempted
he
to not
attempts to
fall down.
fly. Gravity to
Failed.
say no, and he hits the ground hard. Luciano, what are you doing now?
I would like to. Yeah, plenty of distance. I'd like to cast Bane. I'm gonna curse this mother trucker with my newly revived spell slot.
Okay.
Charisma 15, if you would please.
Charisma 15. Here we go. Natural 20.
Oof.
22.
Oof.
No.
Can you hit
Yeah,
more than
no,
one?
you're good. Nope, you don't have to if you don't want to, I guess.
Anything else? Movement?
No, I'm staying put. I am where I want to be. I have plenty of people in between me and the bad thing. But what I will do. No, that's yeah. I'm gonna save my reaction. I was gonna bonus, but not. Well,
Uh-oh.
no, I'll leave it.
Bam! Magra, seeing that he can't get up the wall, instead sees a fairly easily targetable Turja and 2 other versions of her.
Three other versions.
3 other versions of her, and
Yeah.
attempts to charge in to slashing wildly to attempt to hit them all.
Damn.
Um,
How many attacks does
So-
Makra get?
he gets 2 +2 and an offhand attack if he's in melee. Let's see here. Does a 2 or a 10 hit?
No.
Does a 11 hit?
Also no.
And then finally does a 17 hit.
Let me see. Yeah, actually. And it hits me. That's what I was checking.
You take...
I will unlock that.
Okay.
Disadvantage,
Here we
please.
go.
That not so
Disadvantage on that
fast.
hit. And it is now a 12, which does not hit.
That's my favorite.
Nice.
I don't think so.
All right. You see him stumble, like not understanding what just happened, as a flagstone floor piece shifts slightly under his weight. Rafe. The gnoll is attempting to savage you with a battle axe. Another one is getting up.
Oh, I'm running away.
Okay, it's going to take a opportunity attack unless you have something to stop it.
I actually could just disengage and then run. Which,
Are you disengaging as your turn?
I think I am going to disengage and run. Yes.
Okay.
So that puts me there.
Okay.
And... Yep, I'm good.
All right, the gnoll's angry that you've gotten away. Your disengagement, you literally duck under the battle axe as he attempts to swing, and you roll back, able to get away, and it stumbles a little bit on the newly moved around ball bearings. Turjo, what are you doing?
Let's see.
You see Mogroth flailing around and missing even the mirror images.
Does he still look all cold?
Oh yeah, he's frosty.
Okay, in that case, I move back. Well, let's make it 30 feet.
Are you disengaging?
Yeah, disengage for my bonus action,
That's your
move back
bonus
30
action.
feet for my movement, and then
Okay.
drop my rapier and bring my crossbow to attack.
All right.
We'll just say it's on... I forget what mode it was on before.
Well, it wasn't burst.
Okay, then let's say it's lightning. It would have been one or the other for sure.
Okay.
Let's see.
Or was it on burst? Somebody know? No?
It was lightning.
All right. Lightning at 18. 18 would hit.
Okay, 4d6 plus 1d... Okay, that's correct. That's 26 piercing damage plus 1d6 for lightning. 27 points damage total. 26 piercing and 1 lightning.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
The bolt hits him right in like the center mass in the chest, and as it hits him, it like does a zzz, and like everybody sees him light up and sizzle, and he like sort of grabs it and then falls over dead.
Okay. He falls to the ground. That's my best hyena today. That's all I'm getting.
That's not bad. It's way better than your attempt at music.
Yeah. Anyway. Anything else, Turja?
I mean that's
That's
pretty
your
much all of my.
Bonus action, your action. All right.
Yeah, I suppose I can use my bonus action to move back towards him when I see he's dead, because I obviously want to
Mhm.
search this guy before we get out of here. And I think I left a lot of my things in the corner when I ran for my life, like a puny, evil, puny coward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll move 30 feet forward and start searching Maug.
Okay, so you start searching, and that's when you hear the yipping howls of a gnoll behind you as you glance back in horror to see Rafe, dealing with this battle axe wielding gnoll that is obviously
Dealing
bigger
with
than
consequences.
and it's going to take its first swing. Does an 8 hit? No.
No.
It attempts to bite you. Does a 16 hit?
No.
And it attempts a single swing more with the
Really?
battle axe. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Nice.
So, in your robes, you are jinking and moving like a Matrix ninja as the battle axe is attempting to get in you, and as it bites, you are managing to dodge every shot that it's got. And with that, it's Cimmerine. No. Yeah, it's Cimmerine's turn.
So last turn, my rage ended. I had my crisp turns of it, whole minute of combat, heaving, sighing, looking at the piles of carnage around, hearing yet another thing to go hit. Sigh. I'm going to go ahead and cast Misty Step. And should be able to pop me at least close enough. Right? 30 feet? Oh no, is it not quite close enough? 15.
Well, Misty Step is a bonus action.
Yeah, I know.
You can still move.
Oh, we're so very close. Damn.
Throw your axe.
I guess so. It just seems very close to throw the axe, but might as well.
Throw
I'm
is a
already
throw.
at disadvantage, so it's not gonna hurt nothing. Throwing the fancy axe. Very tired.
But a 24 does hit.
Need disadvantage. 9
9
won't.
does not, however.
So that should be my turn. Yeah.
You see it bounce off the wall, but before it can hit the ground, it's back in your hand.
And then I still get my additional attack, even though I have my bonus action? Or is my additional attack my bonus action?
Your additional attack is you throwing the axe again.
Okay.
Roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
Nice.
20, however, disadvantage.
Disadvantage!
Oh, damn it! Well, still pretty
22
good.
still hits. This time the axe sinks in. Just as he turns to grab it, it appears back in your hand again, leaving a giant rent where the axe connected before.
It'll be 6 damage.
Okay. Ropes of saliva drip from its maw as it then just ignores you and looks at the bigger, meatier Rafe. Veil.
I kind of give a yawn and stretch, and I'm just kind of cozied up against the wall there, and I believe that's my turn.
Mm-hmm. Luciano. Stuff is happening fast. It's fluid.
Yeah. I will move up. And very simply, cast Eldritch Blast. Bug this thing. Fuck, it's a 14. Does that hit?
A 14 does not. It
Oh,
dodges
well,
the Eldritch Blast.
Sorry, guys.
You got a second one.
I just kind of like. Look at the cast it, right?
Don't you get 2?
I don't know if I
get 2.
cast twice or if it hits twice.
No, you get to roll twice.
At 5th level. Doesn't say to roll for each one though. Oh, it does say make a separate attack roll. It literally says it. Okay. Cool.
There
19.
we go.
All right, rolled that again by mistake. I was trying to hit this one. There we go. 2 damage.
All right. It takes it as the reddish lightning comes off your hands, shredding it.
They're holding weapons, I assume.
Battle axes, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I know.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, and this one right here, still falling down and getting back up, does make a successful roll and moves another 15 feet. Halved again because I had to get off from prone. All right. Rafe, what are you doing?
I am going to disengage, and while I am disengaged, I am going to step back.
Okay.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I have anything on me. Nope, I don't have anything on me, so that's it. I'm done.
Okay. And all right, and from there it is now Turge's turn. Mirror images and all.
I cast Detect Magic to search Maug.
Okay.
And then, how do you want to count searching Maug, given that Detect Magic is definitely an action? Like, is it bonus action? Do I have to wait for next turn?
You can't cast that spell and search him at the same time. You can detect magic, and so there's various different magics that you get. You see various enchantments. There's a variety of magic overlaid on this guy. He's got a few things on him, so it's not like you won't find stuff.
Give your cunning action from your rogue hands.
I have cunning action, but that doesn't give me rogue hands. It means I can do dash, disengage, or hide.
Okay. Use object.
No, that's thief specifically. Yeah. I do use my movement to go over here and pick up Vel's stuff. Whatever stuff we left here. I forget exactly what it was. Definitely my stuff and maybe some of Vel's stuff too.
Okay, that's what you're doing right now, but there's still a fight going on, so we'll just leave it at that. Like, you're going through things and sorting through the magic, but I'm not going to sit here and explain every kind of magic that you're going to see at this point, because it's just too much to do at the same time while the fight's going on.
That's fine. All I was going to say is I pick up Vel's stuff and my stuff, and I start moving to drag it over to Vel, because I want to give Vel his stuff back.
Okay.
Because I have the motion and the bonus action to dash to help me basically do all that right now.
Okay. Yep. So you're dragging bodies, parts, and bags. No problem.
Yeah.
Beautiful move. The knoll that's here slams into the Elven Ranger.
Actually, one last thing. Can I yell at Luciano to spell the knoll to attack the other knoll?
You've been yelling that every turn.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, so go for it. Go ahead and yell it again.
Luciano, tell the knoll to make the attack the other knoll. Spell in, magic in.
You could attack the other knoll.
Make him attack himself.
And at that point, does an 8 hit you, Sim? No.
Not
He
so much.
attempts to bite down, but only finds a wooden arm and doesn't get anything worth beans. And then finally swings his battle axe once more, hoping to connect with a 14. Does that hit you?
14 hits.
14 hits. So after biting in, it pulls you in just the right direction, and you take 5 points of slashing damage from a battle axe. Sim, it's your turn.
Cool. Being hit and chomped and slashed, that's enough to kick me into hyperdrive again. So we're going to hit our second rage. Which will give me a good reason to take a long rest later. Mostly. Raging! Huzzah! Then looking at the knoll. I have one of those too. And I'm going to hit with my axe.
Okay.
And I'm attacking recklessly for the record. That's going to be 21.
21 hits.
It's going to be 8 damage plus psychic on top of it. 2 psychic, total of 10 damage.
Okay.
First attack, offhand. 22.
22. At disadvantage.
Nope, not disadvantage because I'm now raging,
you're
and
raging.
attacking
Okay.
recklessly, which nullifies it. So it's just a
Right.
straight. I don't get my advantage for it, but I just am at least hitting once.
Okay.
It'll be 10 damage with my offhand.
All right.
And then, last but not least, that primal strike that we
Here
have.
comes that claw.
The claw, that nasty. Again, now that it's been chomped on too, I imagine there's like pieces of the arm that are starting to like flake away and have
It
dents.
heals
and...
up almost as quickly. I mean, there's some scars left behind, but it doesn't stay
Cool.
torn out very easily.
18
18 hits.
for 15 acid damage.
Nice.
It howls in fury and pain as the acid damage tears across it. One of its eyes immediately closes up, and it's just angry as can be. Vale.
Seeing as Terja has the contents below me well in hand, I'm now wide awake, refreshed from my 6-second nap, and I'm going to run. I'm going to let's see. I'm 60 feet away from the action, so I will use my action to dash. I'm going to come across, kind of line myself up, and then drop straight down into the fray.
Okay. All
And
right.
I will use my bonus action to realign the Gust of Wind concentration spell that's still up. And now the 10-foot wide, 60-foot line is going to be pointing north, so it'll catch both gnolls in it.
Roll.
It'll be at the start of their turn. They'll need to make the DC
Okay.
12. But that is the end of my turn.
All right. Luciano.
All right. I would like to. Yes. I'm gonna hex.
Okay.
And then I would like cast Eldritch Blast. Negative. That's a 1. Oh, that's a 12.
Neither hit, but he is
Bad.
hexed.
Yeah. So that's it. Text.
All right. It's attempting to attack.
What ability does he have disadvantage on?
Athletics? Athletics?
Wisdom. No. Athletics. Yeah.
Charisma. No.
Yeah.
All right. Athletics. It is. Okay. It's attempting to strike again. It misses with a 6. It attempts a bite.
Who's it
hits
striking?
With a 22.
Who's it striking?
Cimarine.
Marine. I unlocked that.
Thank
You
you.
unluck that. Let's see what we get with an unluck. That was a 1. You turned that into a 1. Beautiful, beautiful unluck.
Thanks, buddy.
And almost falling down, it attempts to regain its balance by striking upward with a battle axe with a 21 to hit, which hits him for 10 points of slashing damage.
Try
At the
5
be-
points, nerd.
At the
5
beginning of
points.
its turn, did it make the DC 12 strength check?
It's,
Or get pushed back 15?
Oh, you should have reminded me of that.
Sorry.
At the end
Jumped
of
right
its-
into it.
At the end of its turn, right?
Beginning of its turn, if it starts its turn in the wind column.
It failed, so it didn't even get that hit in. It blows back 10 feet,
15.
15 feet
Ooh.
The other one, too, is in the line.
at the end of its turn.
Beginning of its turn.
Or beginning of its turn, I will have it make that roll. Thank you for the reminder. That's why I
Sorry.
don't have Vale here, because he reminds me of all the good rules.
Unlock that. Unlock. Got that spell back.
That's a reaction anyway.
Rafe, what are you doing?
I believe I am just going to. I'm gonna hit that flying knoll with some chill touch.
Okay.
Does that hit?
19 hits. It is looking really bad. It's still moving, but it's looking really bad.
Okay.
Everyone make a perception check.
5.
That was everyone?
20, baby.
Thank God somebody perceived something.
Luciano, and only Luciano,
Yeah.
you realize the wind is flashing forward against those knolls that are trying to move down the hallway, and they're kind of fighting it like crazy. But what you also notice is there is a lot of wind that is pulling back toward the entrance point that you came in the first place. And it is building up more and more. And you remember when this last session, you felt wind starting to pull and tug in. Now it's starting to become like almost not quite as bad as what Vale's doing, but more so than it was before. Noticeably enough that you're feeling it against what Vale is doing.
Cool. Guys, Vale, did you do that? Wind's picking up.
Alright. Whose turn is it now? It is
Mine.
Turge's.
So I'm carrying my stuff and Vale's stuff, so I'm at half movement, but that's still enough to get me to Malgra's corpse.
Okay. You make a
which
lovely
point-
squire, by the way.
A lovely what?
Squire.
I'm not
The
sure.
person who
why
carries all the knights' heavy
Ah,
objects.
right, okay. I understood the word. I wasn't sure what context you were using it. Anyway, I search Malgra's corpse, and I have detect magic active. So I'm taking particular attention for any small and easy to grab magic items when I make my investigation check.
Well, the leather armor that he's wearing is obviously creating abjuration magic. Let me pull him up here real quick. One of his sickles is bright silver. You can tell it's been silvered quite a bit. The other one is also bright silver, but has arcane icons throughout it. He had a staff at his side that is on the ground. That has, it's about 2 inches thick, but is knotted with holes throughout. You also see a ring and a few scrolls that obviously are creating various different types of magic you can't quite understand. And within a coin purse, you notice that there are some gems and a pearl, but the pearl has icons on it that you don't quite understand as well.
Okay. Bear in mind, this is also just a general investigation as well as a particular look for magic items. So just general investigation, roll 18. Do I find any?
So
like,
you've got a choice. You
papers or
can search for magic
documents?
items, or you can investigate.
Oh, okay. Then I go for the magic items.
Okay.
And I yell at the others, I need help! This is too much to carry! Help me!
We're fighting right now, and you're looting the room.
We need to go!
I'm sure someone's gonna yell at some point.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. The one that's been hexed attempts to get up. Does it still have to make that check again and blow back another 15 feet?
If it starts its turn in it, it
Oh,
has
it
to
is.
Make the DC 12 strength.
Okay, here we go. And with a 13, he is able to fight back 15 feet. to
It
get
is
into
still
contact.
difficult movement, yeah.
Yeah, but he's getting up, so he can only move half of 15. So, boom. That's as far as he gets. Simmering, what are you doing?
Okay, so the function of this wind tunnel. If I go to attack this thing, am I gonna get swept up and body slam this guy? No?
I have 2 different wind spells. This one
Okay.
just don't start your turn in it.
Cool. I could probably do that. We'll find
So-
out.
You
It's
gotta
only 10
fight through. So you hit and zip.
Something
Hit
like that.
And zip, you know.
So that looked like 5 feet. I didn't even see it necessarily, but we're gonna smack around a little bit. Starting with the claw.
The claw. Which I'm gonna tell you, like, this guy looks like he's hanging on by a thread. Are
Good.
you sure you want to start with the claw?
He can eat claw.
He's gonna eat claw. Okay. And with a 21, he's certainly eating claw.
For 8 damage.
8 damage, 8 points of claw. Yes.
Eight-
I
claw
want you to
damage.
describe how 8 points of claw damage ends this knoll in high winds.
I think maybe again a little bit of that push of the wind, but it's probably just a real nasty jugular, not even like fully grab, just slash across, to get all that meaty bits out.
There is only spinal cord behind what you shred out.
And using that kind of momentum to throw body aside and getting to keep.
You don't even have
marching.
to use momentum to throw body aside. The wind takes care of it.
Beautiful, artistic. And then we're gonna spend our next 10 movement moving forward. Come on,
That will put you firmly in the wind tunnel.
What about over here? Damn it!
The wind tunnel is down the tunnel.
All right.
You can zip to the side corner before the tunnel, and you'll be out of the wind.
You should only be about halfway down the tunnel because it's 10 foot, so
Can I know for
Oh,
the
so
record
put-
that
then
wind
she could be
tunnels are
outside
a
of it,
real
yeah.
thing in my job? Like they're a thing that we used to make experiments on planes.
No,
Yeah.
it's great having a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
On the
I'm gonna go back to if I stand in the wind tunnel, can my body be launched, thrown against the knoll though?
Are you attempting to launch?
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to jump into the wind tunnel and using that to body slam the last knoll.
Go for it.
Sweet.
Leaping into the wind, you are carried forward.
So that would be my 10 feet. How much? Yep, perfect.
it's a 15-foot push from the wind normally.
Thanks.
Oh, 15? There you go. Boom.
And it's a lot of yelling and swinging axe and just living our best life at the moment.
But there's like this confused look on the knoll who's still just now getting up and moving. However, once you land, I need you to make a dex check at the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
To see if you stay on your feet from all the barbarians that are there.
Sounds good.
All right. Vale, what are you doing?
Looks like that is well in hand, so I guess it's time to go pick up the heavy stuff and prepare to get us out of here. So I'm going to, again, dash, move on down there, and I will, I think I have to bonus action to turn the flaming axe off. I'll stow that on me and kind of present my arms so that I can be slung with whatever I need
Stuff.
to carry.
Yeah.
Stuff.
As you
And,
We'll
cross
sort it out
by
later.
that door that is here, right here,
Yep.
the door is closed. You're hearing stuff now. Things are banging on that door.
We're gonna have
It's
company.
Not, what's the word I want to look at? It's kind of like irregular how it's hitting. And you feel a static on the backs of all of your necks at once. Stand on it.
Prepare to extradite. The Ring of Levitation's coming out next. Opportunity. Got to find an opening to the sky. That's my turn.
All right. Luciano, your hex
All
has
right.
dropped on that one. Did you want to shift it to the new one?
Yeah. Hex is moving. I'm gonna groove into the new
Okay.
knoll.
Okay.
And I will once again cast my Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna move just so I have.
Shifting up.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Nice.
That is a 7 plus 6. for 13.
13 extremely painful points of damage.
That's a 20 to hit,
20 certainly hits.
and that is a 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
No, sorry, 11 damage.
Okay, that I've got. Done.
Yeah. Or a total of what, 24 damage?
Yeah,
Lucy can do some damage.
He's looking pretty bloody right now. Well, fried, as the Eldritch Blast rips on his soul. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Rafe, what are we doing?
Let's see. At this point, I am completely ignoring the things that are going on behind me because they are unimportant. And I guess I'm just going to go ahead and hurl another one of those shark skulls right at the remaining knoll. There's a 19 hit,
hits.
and that is 13 necrotic damage.
It is now hurting as it's trying to stay balanced from the ball bearings, and you just see it suddenly look very gaunt as the skull slams into it. Anything else, Ray?
No, I think I'm good where I am in this pile of rubble.
Turja?
Okay, so the previous turn when I was searching for the magic things, I put the ring, the scrolls, and the coin purse with the gems in my pockets. And now I'm searching him generally for just like documents, anything interesting on him that might be worth reading.
So not the sickles, not the leather armor, none of that.
I know they're there. They're too
There's
big and they're too
papers,
heavy to
but are
move.
you going to spend the time reading them? You got 6 seconds.
Oh god, no. I'm searching for anything that looks like it might be interesting to stuff in my pocket, and then I'm running.
There are a few envelopes. There is some parchment there.
Okay.
It is blood-soaked, but
I'll take it.
There and burned. But there's not much else going on there. Like, there's various pouches with things in it that you assume he uses as part of his spell casting. And a robe with some horrid triangle skull icons that was now mostly burned away. That was over the leather armor.
No. I take with any documents that look worth reading. I yell at Vel, the weapons are magic, grab them, and then I start moving, and then I use my motion and my bonus action to move.
Okay. Who?
There we go.
All right, and Cimarine, what are you doing?
Well,
Landed.
first gonna see if I can
Dex
keep
check.
my feet.
Here we go.
This will be a disadvantage.
13. You do keep your footing.
Oh, hang on, disadvantage.
No disadvantage.
8.
8. You land.
Cool. That hurts.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you land hard.
Am I prone or am I able to like?
You are prone.
All right.
You are ass
will
over tea kettle.
Stand up. Half my movement of 15. I have 5 extra feet. I think still enough to get me to boop, run on over.
You're in contact with a soul burned and hexed and gaunt necrotic.
And now I'm embarrassed. Knowles were watching when that happened. My God. We again gonna start with the claw, and this time like I'm grabbing probably whatever armor too to like just rip in underneath of that to try and pull him in closer. 10 is not gonna hit.
You aren't able to grab a hold. You can do a second attack with the claw.
Then yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
Your
The
first
claw.
attempt to grab. Disadvantage.
19.
Here we go.
No, this one's flat because it is my combat. I am raging. I'm attacking recklessly, so therefore it's flat.
You get a hold. You dig into the hide armor and claw through, and you're yanking close to you.
We got that sick 12 acid damage, and then a D4 psychic damage. For one, psychic has not treated me great this game, but every damage helps, I guess. So it's actually gonna
One
be,
is higher than 0.
It's
plus 2.
howling with
So-
with a raspy voice at this point as you're burning through. What are you doing now?
I just make sure they had it actually would be 15 because there's plus 2 from the rage. And then I should
Okay.
be able to get one more attack with my axe
do.
at this point as
There
my
you go.
offhand.
Mm-hmm.
And damn. It's slippery, I think, at this
It
point.
yanks back. You slip on the ball bearings.
It's-
It bounces off the wall and misses him.
Yeah, just gonna yell. Yell, frustrated. At this whole scenario. Are we done yet?
Okay. Vale.
I'm gonna stow the weapons and the staff on my bag, take off the ring of levitation, and then put the backpack on. And if I've got any movement, then I'll head towards everyone else.
Putting on the backpack was a action. Stowing the ring could be a free action. Anything else you were doing? You said you'd stow the staff. Did you just have it strapped to your pack? Or are you carrying
Well,
it?
the two sickles I stick in the pack.
Okay.
The staff I'll hold in my free
I'll
hand.
give you half movement with all that. Yeah.
Okay.
And that door is.
I will use my bonus action at the end then to. I still have a couple turns left of my gust of wind to point towards the door to kind of reinforce it
Okay.
while I'm standing there.
But does the door open outward or inward?
Well, either way, it's not coming towards me.
Also a good option. All right.
And I'm done.
All right, Luciano.
I'm just gonna hurl more fucking Eldritch Blast.
Alrighty. Do you say
19
anything
to
as
hit?
you do it? 19
No,
hit.
I'm just like, why won't they die? Just, come
Mhm.
on. That's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
That I rolled a hit again. I'll claim that's the second hit. That's 10. Would a 14 hit it?
A 14 would not hit it.
Then I'm not gonna burn my inspiration. Okay, so 19 for the one hit,
Mhm.
and then it's 9 plus 6, what? 14 or 15?
So 9 force damage.
Yep, plus 15,
How-
plus 6 necrotic.
Does this? How do you end this with this?
I want its soul to leave its body, and I say, take that one, Kaganak! One more for the collection! I'm embracing it at this point.
And it does.
This one really doesn't count very well, but
God damn it!
it's not like that premium thing that got me a promotion. I'll take it.
I think I
You need
care
to do
about your
more of this.
promotions.
More of this.
Okay, I hear that, and I say, okay, and I turn to Turja, and I move my hex.
Taturgia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where have you been?
What? Wham you been?
You brought these to us and fled? I'm in full demon mode. I'm angry. Luciano
mode.
is mad.
All right. The door continues to shake behind you. Rafe, what are you doing?
I'm going to turn around and take a look at Maug now that the threat is over.
There is a semi-smoking, destroyed, and somewhat stripped body.
Ooh.
Somewhat stripped.
There's
Strip
still
all the
other
way.
armor
All the way.
and boots and other
Is this Baldur's
things.
Gate? What underwear is he wearing?
Then I guess I'm going to go over here and grab the rest.
What, his clothes? Why?
Stuff in a bag.
Stuff in the bag.
A disguise. We are
Alright.
Magra now.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And that's it. I can't really do anything else this turn. So,
All right. That is
Are we-
that.
are we out of combat, by the way?
No, you're. Yes, you are actually. I just realized where we're at with this, but you are still like shit can come through the door. You are still surrounded by bad things. You need to get the hell out of here. And with that,
Okay.
we're going to take a short 10-minute break, and when we come back, we're going to find out if they're able to.
Hey.
welcome back to Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction, where our intrepid cast is now trying to decide if they're going to loot the room or run like hell, and it's really being difficult for them to make that decision. What are you guys going to do now? You've just, the room is cleared for the most part. Some things are banging on one of the side doors. You have also begun to hear sounds down this hallway that does not have doors on it.
Goodbye.
I too am running like hell. Are we still in combat
I think you
order,
need to at least say what you're doing as a team, because you guys just start bolting one at a time without even having a plan. And you guys are going to do whatever you do.
I thought the plan was obvious. The plan was run away.
Store Magra's body or parts of in our bag of holding, along with any of the other accoutrement that.
Yep.
And then I will pull out the. I'll steal my shield as well, and I'll pull out the ring of levitation with the rope and the. I'm blanking on the name here. The rod of holding, the click the button and lock in place one.
Removable rod.
Removable
rod.
Yeah.
And have that ready to use.
Okay. So you got a rod in one hand. What's in the other?
The ring right now.
The ring. What are you doing with the axe?
The axe, I bonus action to turn off the flame earlier, and it's kind of like at my hip.
Stowed?
Yeah, stowed.
Okay. All right. Great work.
Couldn't have done it with that.
You can do it.
Bop it.
You have value. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sounding a little too motivational. Anyone else doing anything in particular?
I'm running away.
You're just running.
As I yell to everyone, watch out for the ball bearings.
Okay.
Yeah.
As we're running, if possible, to try to keep this this feeling inside going, can I just chomp down on my arm to keep that damage and anger going?
You can bite your lip. Yeah.
Okay. All right. But otherwise, if everyone's together, I'm ready to run as well.
Let's assume for a brief moment that Sim is a comic book hero, a comedic comic book hero at times, a comic book anti-hero many times. How would you do that cinematically if you bit down on your lip to, maintain that as you're about to start running?
I think there's a moment of pause of arm, finger. No, that's a lot more movement. And then tasting the blood on my lip from several knolls at this point. Going, yeah, that's right. And just chewing down on it. And that sucks. And being mad about it and continuing on.
All right. And some blood comes out. You spit it out.
Fresh blood.
Keep moving. All right.
Back off.
All right.
It's your own.
When you spit it, I kind of follow, looking at it for a moment.
Luciano, what are you doing?
I'm following Sim exclusively. I see Sim bite her arm. I'm. Fuck.
Okay. And Rafe, what are you doing?
I am running away. That was my plan originally, and it continues to be my plan. Although I think as I see these ball bearings, I will wall run over them.
I did yell at you about the ball bearings. Yeah.
Okay. You all eventually plink your way across the ball bearings. You hear something start to enter the room just as you get down the hallway and around the corner. Hold on a second here. From here, you guys continue down the hallways that you remember well, getting around the corners, back to the room that you entered into originally. You encounter two other gnolls that you quickly dispatch violently. Sim enjoys maintaining that rage just a little bit longer thanks to that as well. They weren't very smart gnolls. And you manage to make it back into the room where you are. However, you are still being pursued by gnolls, and they have caught your scent, and you're hearing the yips and yaps throughout the temple as they start to converge on your area. The wind is starting to pull back. It's now like you're actually starting to rush against the same wind that Vale was doing, except it's all pulling towards the center of that temple. You get in, you slam the door closed, you're in the room that you originally entered the temple with. You have the pathway up, should you wish to take it.
Why would we not wish to take it?
Well, because the body that was in the room has begun to stand up.
That means we run away faster.
Well, do we have an open line of sight to the sky? Can we launch
If
from
you
here?
go up the ladder to the platform entry point from the temple, you will. You quickly dispatch the poor body that has been made undead once more, and you make it up to that top platform. From that platform, you're seeing that wind is starting to pull things around. How is it you were signaling that ship that you were going to come down? Have you
The
forgotten?
signal.
Is there another ship in the sky right now, though?
There
What do we see?
is, but you can't see it from where you're at on this part of the temple.
I tell everyone, I close your eyes, and I use minor illusion to make a really big flash of light.
Okay. Did you have a prearranged signal?
It's been over a
I
month.
thought
if you
we were
could
able to use the
remind
ring
me.
of levitation to just, go up.
Okay. Anyone got the light spell?
I pull out my drift globe and I activate daylight.
Okay. And you send the ring up?
Yeah.
All right. The ring goes up, carrying the end of the rope up with it, while you guys are linked into the other rope, I'm assuming, the rest of it.
But we got the
As-
harnesses, right?
Yeah. You guys click in, and as it comes in, you see the ship. It just starts to hold and hang there for a brief moment. And you see out of the dark clouds above, lit by purple, that now seems to be like the purple isn't like a constant glow that twitches and goes in and out. It's now a blink, like it twitches like it's going out. It's fading. The mast comes down and hooks in. And immediately after it slides down the mast, the ship begins to rise back up, carrying you up and over the temple, where you see another ship starting to float and turn as it's just below you, and start to move slowly toward whatever's pulling at it. You are now right above the ship, 10 feet. You guys gonna stay put? You could almost fall down right on this other ship.
The other ship being the ship we don't want to get on?
Is there anybody? Could you describe like the deck of the ship? Are there like obviously people on it, or
Ship is a relative term. Whatever this flying ship is,
Relative.
it's kind of like a boat, but it's not. It has, I guess you'd call them sails, but they're to the sides. There is a mast at the front, but there are also what looks to be really ornate ballistas on the front, and at the back aft castle. It's not massive in size, but it's about, it's probably just a little smaller than the ship that you're on, but it does definitely have a look to it, and it's starting to pull in backwards toward the temple of whatever's pulling all the wind in.
So what you're saying is, if I was to cut the rope at the lead point here, we would probably all fall onto the ship below us?
It is entirely possible. Or you can stay where you're at and be hauled aboard as he goes.
I
Go
vote for the
down.
hold aboard version.
Cut the rope.
Down.
Of
Can I
course
cut
you
the rope
do.
for everybody?
You just reach up and... Is that what you do?
I'm curious. I kind of want to. What's this new ship?
Who cares? Let's
Everybody
get out of
make
here.
a dexterity check at disadvantage because you're all tied together on this harness.
Damn it, the 9 hills.
We're tied together.
Oh yeah, the harness are all clicked into the same length of rope.
Oh.
Vale, you don't have to do a disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage, right.
This is a dex check or saving throw?
Saving throw?
Dex check.
Jesus.
Oh, yikes. Instantly worse.
Ooh.
I've got both Featherfall and the immovable rod, so since we're still connected together, I was planning on using that to help.
At that point, your dex check is irrelevant. As you...
Oh, God.
You all land. Did any of you spot him actually making that cut?
Wait, me?
I don't know. Did
Yeah,
we?
yeah, I
Fail.
can do it. I hadn't done it yet, but now I have. I'm excited.
Okay, you've landed. You're all tied together. You're getting up. It's kind of awkward.
Why did you do
Other
that?
ship is flying away. And you see in the distance the fortress is starting to move out away.
Oh, we got one option now. Take this ship by force and get out of here.
We have our own ship. We don't need that ship. You want to go back to the ship with the guy who wants you?
You're on the ship.
It's a
How are you
horrible
gonna move it?
codependent relationship with that wizard guy, okay?
Our guide was on that ship, just as a reminder. But hey, we're here now. Let's make the best of it. Okay.
Find the con and make sure there's nobody else on the ship.
Okay.
Why did I have to drive this thing?
Well,
No
Rafe
time
spent a lot of time on the
present to
ship.
learn.
And we spent on... I learned some stuff about ship stuff. We got this. We got this. This is fine.
What were the body parts you guys brought back with you from Maug?
All of them.
All of them. Yeah, we have every piece of him,
Okay.
Tiny bit.
which is completely fine because inside of a bag of holding, he's functionally in a pocket dimension where time doesn't progress. So,
As the ship continues to pull in, you guys can see the monolith down below blinking. The problem is, you also see the icon for number
5.
But we turned it off.
This thing is busted. Number 5 is indeed blinking.
We need to go now.
It's blinking, and you see a series of other like circles that are now beep 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 beep, and they're blinking out at an irregular rate, but they
That
are
may be
blinking.
the self-destruct, maybe arming.
And as each one blinks out, the purple fades, and then it comes back on.
I don't have time to pay attention to that. I'm going to the helm, the wheel, the chair, whatever.
Yes.
You go to the helm.
Yeah.
There is a lovely compass. There is a wheel, several levers. However, whatever makes the ship move is not doing that right now.
I start pulling levers. I go with him, and I'm just.
As the
Arcana?
levers get pulled, some of the sails to the side shift position slightly.
Nope.
It causes the ship to move
Not that one?
slightly.
Not that one.
No.
Buttons? Are there buttons we can press?
No
Is there
buttons.
a go button?
Pedals? Anything
Arcana check?
below?
No pedals. There is a seat.
I'll
I
Sit
sit
in
sit
it. Sit in it.
Who sits in it?
Me.
Who's
I
this?
sit in it. Fuck it. Where is it?
Luciano
Near the
sits in
wheel?
it. He said it first.
Yeah.
It's right behind the wheel.
Yeah. I fucking sit down. Yeah. And I'm ordering everybody around like a captain.
Yeah, that's
Hoist the
fine.
mainsail. Bring up the anchor. I'm just saying things.
Use ring
I'm just-
to activate.
What needs what?
Use
Ring?
ring to activate.
Ring. And I'm looking.
I take a ring out of my pocket and I give it to Luciano.
Okay. Is it like a ring? Like a ring?
I don't know, but I take
Yeah.
every ring that I took off Maug. I give them to Luciano.
I have just decked out. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
fucking Thanos.
Key fob detected.
It's a push to start, guys. It needs the
You
key.
feel a crackle of power begin. And you start working the levers and wheels, and you have the ability at this point to will the boat to move forward, backwards, up, and down.
Oh god, guys! I think I'm doing something.
As you shift out, please make a intelligence check to see, or a wisdom check to see how fast you either destroy the ship, crashing
Wisdom
into
check?
what will be self-destruct mode, or you get to pilot it out.
9. I would like to burn my D4.
Please do.
Uh, 12.
You manage to stabilize the ship. It's no longer being pulled and dragged in toward the fractured monolith. Okay, you start getting the handle of it. What now?
Away.
Wait,
Away.
yeah, I'm like whatever it takes to get it to move.
Except I tell
Far.
Luciano to drive straight to the center of the monolith to make him do the exact opposite.
I drive to the center of the aisle. Right? No,
Bang
I'm
into
trying to
it.
get away. I'm trying to get far from this point that we're at in whatever direction I can fly.
So you turn and adjust because the thing was already butt in, pulling towards the thing. You manage to jam first both sticks forward, and it floats the sails in a certain direction. You see them catch unseen magical winds. You feel what sounds like static from behind you, and the ship begins to push forward and go into the sky. At that point, you see in the distance the floating fortress blink out of existence.
Oh.
Well,
Are we moving yet?
Yes.
I'm feeling safer.
You see the other ship moving away post haste. You begin to accelerate and accelerate and accelerate and accelerate. You are now moving faster than you've ever moved in your lives.
Good.
You are so high in the air. You've never been this high. It's actually pretty amazing.
Let's
And-
just hope the magic doesn't cut out.
You are moving at probably
What?
several. It's entirely possible you're moving at Mach 2 at this point. And just as you get to that point, you hear. And the entirety of the area behind you, as you all look, except for you in the chair, Luciano, sees everything just. And a crater formed where once a city was built. Just missing you by a scant 20 miles.
What?
Question: where was Bart?
On the other ship.
Oh, okay, that's a relief.
Yeah, he
Which
probably
is-
didn't die.
Also far away. But you lost track of where it was going as you punched it as hard as you could go. Slowing down briefly, you take in the heights of the jungle below and the coastline far away, along with the curvature of Faerun.
Very cool. They're like a coast mode.
Oh yeah, you easily figure some things out on this. You can pilot it, you can make it coast, you can make it go up and down, you can even do a very chaotic moment where everybody was scared half to death as you do a barrel roll.
I do a barrel roll. Immediately as I figure out how to do it, I do
it.
one.
And then everybody tells you not to effing do it again. Because, you know, gravity's real.
Well, not if you're going fast enough.
The boat has a couple levels to it. There's enough berthing for all of you, plus extra. There are very few stores on the ship, however.
That's okay. Still have a giant pile of rations for some reason.
Yeah. And there are at least two ballista at the front that are very, very ornate and old. Iconography covers it that you do not recognize at all. And as you look around the ship, you see more and more iconography that you have never seen before as well. Sim recognizes quite a bit of it, and a few of you might as well, as elvish in nature, but it is old, very old.
Isn't this better than the other boat?
Well, I mean, technically, it's ours by right of having chopped up the body.
Salvage rights, right?
Yes.
Eagle salvage.
As you
nobody's
search the
trying
boat
to
as
kill
well,
me on this one. I'll
you
take
discovered the skeletal bodies throughout that may have been the crew before whatever was keeping them running left.
We start to throw those overboard.
Oh yeah, that was easily done.
I guess I'll give them last rites before we toss them overboard, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
Can I curse them as he does that to even it out?
sky burial.
Why? Why
Actually,
are
every
you
single one of them.
cursing them?
Why not? I'm giving it.
You can curse them, you know, but even Kakadak goes,
These are just undead vessels. There's no soul in there to curse. It's just
Oh,
wasted-
okay. Yeah, I
wasted
thought I could
energy.
get away with it.
No. You gotta find something with some soul, brother. Soul. You gotta get that in there. That's how we get the checklist made.
Okay.
It's easy though. You're getting this. You've already gotten a couple under your belt. One of which already, really made you shine. There's some people who may want to meet you later, but yeah, good times. Good times.
To hopefully not overstate the obvious, we should figure out how to point ourselves in the direction of New Boulders Gate and get some rest.
Wait, remind me why New Boulders Gate?
Where else would we go to get to the other side of the ocean?
Waterdeep?
No.
Oh, New Boulders Gate. I'm sorry, I confused it with Boulders Gate, just Boulders Gate.
We have the ship, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Can't we just go over
but-
the ocean with this?
we need to know where we begin on the ocean to figure out how we're going to get to the other side.
Compass.
I would
right?
like to bring back. Wait, where is his name? I think it was Drake.
Yes.
I don't think we
Luciano
have a
shifts into
compass.
Drake.
okay.
Hey, New Baldur's Gate's where you're looking to go.
Yeah, second
Me and
order of
this
business.
ship can get you there pretty quick. And I'm just very.
Rest.
Make a wisdom check, Luciano.
Check. Oof, 5.
He did not indeed get you there very quickly.
Oh, I don't know where I'm going.
He goes a lot of different directions. At some point, you kind of lose track of the days briefly, but then you realize it was about 20 days later. You do wind up making it back to New Boulders Gate. It was the longest 20 days ever. Please knock that off your rations list.
Do we talk about anything over the course of that 20 days?
I don't know, dude.
Are we resting?
Of course you
Yeah.
are. Yes. Is there anything you want to discuss during that 20 days of being kind of lost over the jungles, trying to find coastlines? You find some rivers, all sorts of other stuff.
So Lucy, you gonna try and kill us for souls?
I don't know that you're worth much. I'm considering though.
Has Simmarine slept in the last 20 days? Turja would certainly confront Simmarine about making sure she sleeps.
By all means, let's confront.
Yeah.
It's off and on, admittedly, unless anything gets resolved tension-wise, which sounds like it may or may not. She keeps pretty much the same flow state of taking a nap than being up for too long.
No, I tell Simmarine, look, do you want me to lock myself in a room? Whatever makes you feel happy, I will do that. You need to sleep.
What would make me happy is for you not to be a dick to Lucy. Mostly is the thing. You locking yourself in your room's a great temporary measure, but y'all gotta sort this shit out.
Lucy stole someone's soul and sent it to hell.
Okay. We don't know what happens to the souls that we usually murder. We murdered so many people fairly recently. And in fact, what happened to the guy that you killed?
Well, I didn't do anything to his soul.
That you know of. It's still you killed him.
He was attacking us.
Yeah, the paladin was too. Weird.
The paladin was neutralized. We didn't have to kill him or send his soul to hell.
So if we had tied up the guy that was causing all the undead armies, we wouldn't have been able to kill him. All I'm saying is that you're really picky about how and when we can kill somebody. And it was in Lucy's defense. This guy wanted not just Lucy, also Vale. Wasn't listening to Big Hero Vale. I'm saying give the guy a break. And he's clearly not going after us.
Look, can I just give him my word that I won't kill Luciano and then you'll get some sleep, please?
You promise?
I promise.
Yeah, I'll go take a nap. I'm kind of tired.
And it's a great nap.
It's a good nap.
She
Up
sleeps.
until
She
the
wakes
point
up
that
2 days later.
Luciano does the barrel roll again while you're in your room. But what you discover is the cots kind of just roll around, as they sling up there. Vale, you have a very interesting conversation.
Yes, you are great, Vale. We are going to do so many good things in the world. We shall right wrongs and protect people who cannot protect themselves. And we will serve giant kind the way we were meant to be.
How was that meant to be?
Well, the giants forged me. To be wielded by a hero. To stop the dragons.
Indeed.
Tell me, are there any dragons left? Did we win the war?
I mean, it's mainly humans. The dragons are kind of like off in the dark parts of the world. There's still some around.
We must vanquish them.
Really? Yeah, are we over the ocean right now?
Am
Nope.
I hearing him talk to
You were
himself?
you were getting to New Boulders Gate still.
No. What I'm saying is this conversation, does this happen at...
You were over jungle.
It's unfortunate.
How is he talking to the axe?
How are you talking to the axe? Are you
No,
talking
I'm
out
asking
loud, or
you,
are just
is
like
it
he hears this in his head.
Yeah,
Whether
but can he
chooses to
respond
speak
in his
out
head?
loud or, yeah, he can.
Yeah. I hold the axe so that the beak is like looking at me. So and then I drew the little eyes on either side with charcoal, so it's easier to talk to.
Sense trepidation in you, Vale. We must.
You know
save
what?
your
Vale, don't
father
listen to the
first.
voices. The voices
We
might
must
tell you to
save
kill
your
somebody.
Father first.
I come over to Vale while he's fucking looking at this axe, and I start mocking him.
Do you really want to do that, Lucy?
Oh, absolutely. Lucy, I'm Drake.
Dude,
They telling you to kill? Huh?
Tell me,
uh,
what's your...
With 20 odd days of downtime, I'm going to take some time and examine all of the crap that we pulled off of Malgra.
Yeah, a ditto, actually. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay. The
His
many
body,
things-
however, will remain in pieces in 2 separate bags of holding.
You're cutting the body up.
It was already cut up because Vale cut it up. Yes.
Okay. So there is the
Letters, documents?
staff is a staff of swarming insects. There were 2 rings, a ring of acid resistance and a ring of piloting the ship, which is the ring of captaincy. There is the leather armor that you pulled off was leather armor. What's it called?
A fire resistance.
Fire resistance. There are 10 100 gold piece gems of various types. There's emeralds, diamonds, rubies. The pearl, however, is a pearl of power. However, it is very, very old.
Doesn't matter.
What does a pearl
Take
of power do?
Stores a
Still a
third level
pearl.
spell slot.
I'm the one who has the pearl in the first place. I mean, you're gonna have to
Yeah,
either
but
steal it
Bale's
from me
going
somehow,
through
or-
it. Are you going to stop him?
I'm not gonna just let him grab it.
Okay. So you're hoarding all the magic items?
No, what I mean is I'm not gonna let him just grab it out of my hand, literally, like yank. This is mine now.
Okay. How do you plan on letting him inspect them?
Well, what does the pearl of power actually do?
Well, he hasn't told you what it is yet, so you don't know.
Oh, okay. I take it back and I say, hey, don't just grab it. This belongs to the group.
No, it doesn't.
What does it do?
Hold on. Can I? Wait. Can I? Do I have? While they're arguing, can I cast Mage Hand to yank it out of Turge's hand?
You can attempt to.
Hell yeah.
You can certainly try.
What do I have to roll?
Just roll. I'll tell you.
20, sleight of hand. What am I rolling?
Sleight
Is
of hand.
anything? Okay.
Sleight of hand. Turja,
18.
make a perception check.
Oh, well, that's a sleight of hand check, so I'll make a perception check.
It's still an
I would
11.
argue. I was gonna say
You
I would
rolled a
argue it's the
1,
same
sorry.
roll, but okay.
Yeah, you rolled a 1.
Fine, then 1
Um,
plus 6 is 7.
Okay. So, yeah, you don't notice.
I don't notice when the pearl literally
You're too busy
leaves
arguing
my
with Rafe.
hands.
You're staring at Rafe when it happens.
Oh, okay.
As they're arguing, I look at it and I go, this isn't interesting at all, and I toss it over to Rafe. Bah.
Right?
Hmm,
It catches it. Turja
Yep.
looks down at her hand and realizes it's not there.
What was that for?
I stole from the rogue. I'm very happy. Hey, hoarding goods doesn't do nothing for the
I
whole
wasn't
party.
holding it. I just don't want somebody to literally grab it out of my hand without even saying anything. What does it do? Rafe, what does it do?
It's a font of magical power.
So, extra spells?
Not really. More like when I tap into my bloodline.
Well, then you take it. It's clearly, if it sounds like it works best for you.
The only other things there that really catch your eyes from the magical items are the one sickle that's silvered is of extremely high quality. It's probably worth at least 10 times what a normal sickle would be. And then the magical sickle is just as silvered, highly gleaming, and covered in arcane runes. Well, primal runes. Very effective nonetheless. There are some letters. Most of them are blood-soaked. It will take you a while to probably get them prepped. You'll need an alchemical lab to get that sorted to find what was written on it. but that's not an impossibility for a team like you guys.
As part of my amazing cosplay, I pull out Garlo's pipe and I start smoking.
Okay. One of the scrolls Rafe finds, there are a number of scrolls. Most of them are of necromantic type nature. There are a couple that are very interesting. One is a scroll of resurrection.
This would have been useful 8 months ago.
Does it need a body? We didn't have a body.
Yes, it does need a body.
No, it does not need a body.
True
Resurrection
True
requires
resurrection. True
What's that?
resurrection.
Said resurrection.
Nope, true resurrection does not.
Okay.
What's the
That
other
is-
scroll that is not necromantic?
It is a cure wounds at 7th level. It's ridiculously high.
Save that for a rainy day.
Mm-hmm.
Rafe, did you say that's a scroll of true resurrection?
Well, I think so. Take a look.
So
Give it
before
the
we
once
get to
over there.
Boulders Gate, I want to talk to Luciano when he's alone. Even if he's being a total jerk.
He's going to be in character the entire time. You realize that.
Oh yeah.
Luciano.
I'm aware of that.
Psst. Psst. Hey,
Quiet.
Luciano. Hey, that scroll. You could bring back your friend with that.
I blow a big puff of smoke. I figured that. The name is in the it's in the name.
Well, you got a pipe. You know, you could give it back to him in person. I'm not even making a deal here.
that
I'm
Garlo
just
would
trying
want to
to
see right now.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I figured I owe you one since you got me promoted.
I walk over to Lucy when he's alone, smoking Garlo's pipe.
You see him just kind of nodding as if he's, yeah, I figured that.
Hey,
Hey,
don't
I
you have
s-
something to do? There's many jobs that need attending to.
Was that directed at me? What?
Yes. Who else is here doing nothing? I'm captaining, of course.
Of course. Well, I just wanted to say you didn't have to take that coin from the wizard. I owe you one for that.
Hey, you owe me a couple.
No, I owe you one.
Maybe I should have let that Maug hit you then.
I don't. You know what? Never
Bygone.
mind. I just walk off.
Seems to be the answer all the time.
Well, what
Leave
do
the
you
friends
want?
behind. I'd like to know where you stand.
In relation to?
You left us when we were fighting the big bad. Then you brought
What?
more enemies to us and ran away from them.
They'll,
You seem to leave us quite a bit.
they'll told me to.
Vale told you.
Well, I mean, not in words, but why else would he give me the keys and leave and heal me? What else was I
I
supposed to do with that?
John Vale. All I know is that I don't like to be abandoned. I like people who are with me through thick and thin.
Some things are bigger than just individual people, Luciano.
Like
I
I
think
said,
These
I just
keys
want to know where you
fortify.
stand.
So, Vale, we should help your father first.
And how do we do that, Axe?
Well, Based on what was said, we tracked down Pyrrhus the Fallen.
Or we use the Scroll of True Resurrection. Bam, done.
Would that work?
I mean, I'd have to kill him, but yeah.
Isn't he already dead?
Not if I kill him again.
You talking about Pyrrhus? Or you talking
No,
about
my
your
dad.
father?
Yeah.
Well, that's an idea. That would reduce his stranglehold, but then we wouldn't take out Pyrrhus. I'm better off. I like the Pyrrhus option.
I bet you do. But hey,
Yes.
I mean, yeah. All right. Well, it was great talking. One moment, and I put him in the bag of holding for a moment so he doesn't.
What?
Whew, wow, that axe, man. It really hates dragons.
He also really hates everything that isn't fighting.
Indeed. Yeah, I had to put him in the quiet box there. But I'm sure he's gonna make a really good home with some paladin out there, you know?
Yeah, eventually. He'll find one who's totally into gratuitous murder of evil. And I actually will, air quote that.
Indeed. So that Scroll of True Resurrection, what do you think about using it on my dad?
I'm not opposed, but we did swear to try and resurrect Garlo when we had the opportunity.
True. Is there
I'm
any way to
not-
reach out to him first?
Right, I'm not sure where Garlo ended up. I suppose we should be able to trade one of these necro. Oh, actually, is there a scroll of Speak to Dead?
There is.
Now, out of character, I happen to know that you need something that belonged to the dead person for it to work at all.
You have his
Hypothetically,
head.
no. Garlo's head?
No,
Oh, something that works.
Morbid,
So it's the
ugh.
glaive. Speaking
Yeah.
of dead requires the body to be there.
Does it?
Yeah. Because you're speaking with the dead body.
What we could do is at a temple ask one of the priests to do, scry one of their priestly type spells to.
Yeah.
You can
Divination
divinate.
ritual.
There's all sorts of things.
If I know there's a scroll of Speak to Dead, I'm going to want that really badly.
I think.
You don't know it yet. He hasn't said anything.
Yeah, it hasn't been mentioned because I literally just asked about it.
Well, that's what that's why I'm
started looking
saying
through
I
it.
bring it up if I know about it.
Actually, Reed, out of character, at some point, I'd like to know what all of the necromantic spells are, because some of them are actually useful for things other than necromancy.
Mhm.
But right now, I know that one of them is that Speak with Dead,
Mhm.
and I know it's not going to meet our needs. So I'll get back to the conversation with Vale. We should be able to trade at least one of these to one of the temples and get the divination spell that we need. They're always interested in taking these out of circulation.
I bet. So, new Boulders Gate, we're gonna split up the treasure, go our own ways? Or what's the plan?
Well, I think we're going to try and get back over to the Sword Coast first. And then, potentially, split up the treasure, assuming we can actually resurrect Garlo.
Okay. I might hang back behind them since I know my dad's alive out here.
We can always come back. I don't think the ship is going anywhere.
But will Luciano let us fly it anywhere?
Well, just because
I'm sure Luciano will. Right, I'm sure Luciano will let him fly back over here to see his dad. He's a reasonable being.
Oh, ponderous thinking is occurring.
Yeah.
Yes. I just realized I have no idea what god Garlo worshipped.
Probably something gnomish, right?
He didn't like gods.
Huh. Well, that's going to be a problem. I guess we would have to talk to one of Yurgle's servants.
Yurgle?
Yes, Yurgle.
Who's Yurgle?
Tough to answer. He is the... I would say he's probably the manager of death.
I thought that was Kalimbo.
No. Kalimvor is the god who has, the whole portfolio. Yurgle is sort of the guy who does all the paperwork.
Interesting way to
attorney.
put it. Right.
Yurgle would be the one who would know where he ended up.
What if he's someplace that's better than here?
It wouldn't be hard.
Then we can probably go on a couple of quests for the Church of Kalimvor and perhaps have a conversation with him.
Just like it's a choice, right? We don't just like yank him back in case he is happy.
Right. Well, that the whole idea is that first we find out where he is, and if there is a chance that he's happier there, then we'll work for the Church of Kalimvor for a little bit, and hopefully they'll be able to provide us with brief contact, and then we can ask him. But if he ended up in the wall, I'm not going to do that. We're simply going to bring him back.
Okay.
At the mention of bringing Garlo back, Lucy's like starting to tear up. He like coughing. I'm gonna be in. Is there cabins inside? Like, is it a boat? Like, is it like a?
It's a ship, but it's an airship. It's purpose built to air. I mean, it could float on water.
But is there like inner cabins? Is there like places to sleep or places
Oh
to
yeah,
go?
there's berths and captain's quarters and everything else.
I'll be in the quarters.
During these 20 days, can I like go to the various rooms and see what interesting things might turn up?
You do. Make a investigation check.
Jesus, crappy rolls all game.
Pretty sparse. For some reason, the captain's quarters door won't open for you, no matter what you try to do. But, I mean, the rest of the ship, it has berths, but they haven't been used in forever. And outside of a little bit of stores for probably just the druid himself, there's not much on ship. Matter of fact, the ship is probably dangerously low on key things that it needs to operate safely.
Such as?
Rope.
Can't we just like magic?
If you can magic rope out of thin air, by all means, go for it. Show me.
But the ship is magic. We don't need supplies.
The ship is magic, but it's also really old.
I mean, probably want to get it checked over,
Well, the sooner we get to New Boulders Gate, the better.
As you guys say that, Cimmerian standing over the bow of the ship. I'm the queen of the world! Just being you, you see the sun coming up, and you see the distinctive silhouette of the walls of New Boulders Gate.
We probably don't want to actually literally fly
Sim hasn't said
into the
anything
city.
about it yet.
Yeah.
She's seen it.
I'm just talking about general strategy.
Hmm.
Yeah. We probably don't want to be seen flying into the city. We want to at least look like we sailed there. We'll probably want to land in the water and then sail in.
Did
No,
you
I
say
mean-
this was a boat? I
This
thought you
vessel
said
doesn't look anything like an actual sailing ship.
Well,
It doesn't. As a matter of fact, it even has little rails on it so you can land it on land if you have to.
I have a
That's good.
suggestion. I've read a lot of books in my day, and this seems like the time when we could be the big heroes. Remember what they were talking about in New Baldur's Gate? The purple and the dogmen, and when we were at the Tabaxi city, the roving gnoll hordes that were, killing folks. We took care of it.
By the way, you all are all now also leveled up.
Woo!
Congratulations.
We need to get a sending to Bart to let him know we're alive and we're coming in.
That's
Maybe-
not outside my wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah. I don't know that spell.
Okay. Well, maybe when we get to the ground.
And then
Aye.
Lucy could jump off the thing again.
Yes, could be fun. If I were you, I would strap in. I have learned to fly. I have not learned to land.
Well, I
A
landed
truer
in a
statement
lake,
never
yes.
made, sir. You begin to coast in over, and you actually fly over the building that is Blue Bart's area, and and as you see it, you do see Blue Bart like waving to you from the top of the roof. He's yelling something, you can't quite make it out. You pull around and you're looking for a place to land. There's no place to land in the walls of the city.
Is there a patch of land open that doesn't look obstructed by
Yeah, there's
anything
the beach.
people would miss?
I mean, I don't understand. This thing is nestled in the jungle, and this is what was cut out, right?
Maybe hover over Bart's.
You could.
The ship hovers, right?
You can land in the water docks if you wish,
Sure.
or you can land. You can hover over Bart's. There are pros and cons you may want to think about with that.
I park it over Bart's.
Okay.
We're coming in.
So you hover right over Bart's. There are rope ladders that do come down. You drop them down, and you are able to. And then you also realize there are two little side cranes that allow you to bring goods on and off the ship. They're not massive. They're just big enough to actually work. To hoist goods up, pull them up over the railing, and then drop them back down the ship hull. But there you are. Who's flying the ship over Bart's?
I'm parking this bad boy.
So you're just, hover mode engaged.
Yep.
You instinctively know how to set it to lock into place.
Sure.
It does buff it with the winds, but it does naturally try to settle back into the spot you left it. All of you climb down. You are all alive.
Oh, Bart, you made it back. Fantastic.
Oh, yes, the wizard dropped me off. He's parked in the harbor. But we thought something cut off the rope and you all plummeted to your death below.
Close.
Something cut off the rope, indeed.
Hold
Aye,
on
if
one
you don't
moment.
want on my ship, you can get off.
Please, hold on one moment. I have sent word of your deeds throughout the city. The gnolls managed to attack all the way out here. Apparently a couple of weeks after we left. However, right after that destruction, apparently gnolls everywhere have, there is no cohesion amongst them. They are all being cut down everywhere. You are known as the people who sealed the gates to whatever evil place they were from and prevented them from continuing on and destroyed it entirely.
You are the heroes of Maztica and the world.
Val's the hero. He did it.
No. Luciano, my friend, you should sing songs of this.
A veil?
No, the
No.
heroes that you are. All of you.
No.
Perhaps
Val's
one
the
day.
hero.
We
Val's
thought
the
you
hero.
lost. Now we will celebrate your return. And he claps twice. Go send word. Make sure the mayor is aware. And two people bolt out. You hear trumpets blaring from down below. And people begin to gather all around, cheering from the bottom of the city. You are the heroes of Maztica, the protectors of against chaos and demons. You celebrate the night away.
Turja finds a way to get out of this celebration at the first possible opportunity.
How do you do that? Do you climb back aboard ship?
No, anywhere quiet where nobody is.
There is no quiet anywhere in this city right now. It is a celebratory time.
You try and sneak away? No, you get routed back.
No,
you're a hero.
I
Everybody
tried
knows
to
who
sneak
you
away
are.
all the live night
You are
long.
getting drinks put in your hand everywhere you go. You drink a little, you put it down. Another person puts another drink in your hand. This is how this is going. There is no getting out of being the heroes of New Boulders Gate, of Maztica, and of the world. Congratulations, heroes.
Was it Garvin was the paladin, right?
Garviel.
Garviel. As the celebration is going on, I tell the story about he's the member of the party that died helping us. He's actually one of the heroes as well. To Garviel, and I do a lot of toasts to him.
And I spit.
And I pull out a shield. I've got a shield. In his dying breath, he gave this to me. But I play him up as being a true hero.
I turn from spitting to leaving. I leave this.
You try to leave. Every time you try to leave, someone just...
Let me
"Hey, where you
rephrase.
going? There's a
Let me
drink in your-"
rephrase. I fly away. I cast fly on myself, and I'm gone.
People are cheering you on. Look, he can fly. He's
That's right. I
flying."
can fly. I'm gone.
Okay. Where do you fly to?
Back to my ship.
It's
Fly
not
up
your
over
ship.
Yours. Huh?
It will be when I leave with it.
The rest of you celebrate, you tell stories, you commiserate. You're
Get so drunk.
You're alive to celebrate. It kind of sinks in just how close it came.
Well, everyone seems to be recovering. I assume Luciano will be fine as soon as he stops hearing about Garviel.
It might have been a little soon for the Garville story. Just saying.
It can't hurt anything other than Luciano's feelings, I guess.
I figure it was the least we could do, considering we were dicks and got him fucking murdered.
Considering we murdered him in cold blood.
This is a party. We can definitely fight about this one later. Probably for
I-
like ever.
I leave, but not before you notice that
You
I'm
can't
crying.
leave.
I try to leave, but not before you notice that I'm crying.
Tears of joy. Have another beer.
Persia, you okay?
I toss the beer on the ground and I fight my way through the crowd to try and walk off.
You can go up.
Whatever it takes.
You find yourself on the roof of the building.
If that's what it takes. I cast minor illusion to sort of blend in with the scenery.
Okay? You look like a potted plant.
Yeah.
Sim,
Mhm.
what do you do when you're just rip drunk?
Rip drunk in the middle of a party.
Oh yeah. Rafe is there with you.
Also probably just try to pull him into as many dances as possible. Not really caring so much about anyone else really around. If these little spats are happening, so be it. Kind of stick to the thing of, we can fight about this tomorrow. Right now we're alive and we're happy, and that's great.
The crowd does cheer your dancing. The people of the hour are thankful for everyone's celebrations for them. However, it is now 3 a.m. and all of us must shut down and clean the place up. So I will kindly ask all of you to take your celebrations outside of this building and continue to celebrate as we clean up. Thank you everyone for coming. The last dance is now. And a slow song comes on. Luciano in his berth on the ship can hear it. And by the way, your key opens the captain's door. Captain's quarters. Vale, when this last song comes on, you're there and you are awake as you always are.
Good over the city. I smile. I'm glad that it's still here, but I got the shield in my hands here, and I'm looking down at the Gargale symbol, and I can't let it go.
Okay. Where do you guys fall asleep?
Crying on the floor of the captain's quarters.
Okay.
I don't actually fall asleep. I'll take a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Those are fun. You should do that more often.
It is fun. It sounds really cool.
Take a level of exhaustion, staring at the sun as it starts to come up the next morning. Vale, what about you?
The front deck of the ship up there. Best view in the city.
Rafe?
I will probably erect a tent somewhere on Bart's roof and then sleep there.
You could, but there are covered canopies with plush, cushiony couch beds that you
Right,
could
but
sit on.
they aren't bigger on the inside.
That's true. That's true. So you do that. Okay. Sim?
I think being one of the last of the folks who are sleeping to fall asleep would be trying to get people to talk as long as they possibly could, like the person at the sleepover who refuses to really want to sleep. But when I do eventually crash out, it's actually probably outside, and I am holding Garlo's letter.
The first person to wake up the next morning is Luciano.
I kind of stumble off and pick myself up.
Realizing you didn't sleep in the plush bed.
Yeah, no, wiping off like, dirt, sweat, whatever. I make my way to the kind of the deck to see if anybody's there, see if any what the deal is. Look over. Probably still hungover. Looking to see if I see anybody.
Yeah, I'm there.
Sim's right there by the door. Vale's on the bow castle.
Yeah.
Turja, you can't see. And looking down, you see the large tent.
Oh, yeah. Is Sim asleep? I assume.
She appears to be.
I'm gonna kind of go, nudge her.
Aye.
What? What's up?
You have a moment to speak to me in the captain's quarters.
Yeah, but it's like a little early for the voice. Can I talk to Lucy?
And I quickly just like, yeah, if you have a minute, it would be great to talk to you.
Yeah, hang on, just give me a second. And like stretch. And at this point too, Garlo's letter is like folded and like almost tearing in pieces and corners in those little folds. She's read it a lot over our trips and adventures, and I put it away and follow you into the old captain's quarters.
I'm gonna kind of close the door and then immediately start to, Lucy, I just start crying, and I go straight for a hug. I was like, Shim, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Lucy, it's okay. Hey, oh wow, this is so much so early. It's okay. What's going on?
I'm feeling really lost, and I'm really not even. I'm not even sure what I'm doing here anymore. And it's just like between sobs, just very like all presence of Drake or that kind of confidence is gone. I talked to Turja and seeing how Vale's reacting, and then just how I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore. I feel so far away from where I started, and I don't have an anchor, and I don't want to stray any farther.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, you're like one of my last best friends. So how do we make you happy? How do we fix this?
And I kind of just stare off. I think I might need a break.
Well, we can hang out here for a while, you know? We don't have to go running off or anything. We have those keys, and we can hang out with Bart and keep partying and stuff.
I assume you heard the conversation about bringing Garlo back?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know that I'm who I want to be when Garlo comes back. This isn't how I want him to see me. This isn't, I don't know.
I'm gonna pull you into another hug. I think Garlo had a lot of love in his heart for all sorts of folks. I don't think you need to use him as a reason. I think if you're unhappy with you, that's okay too.
I just keep making wrong choices. And I can't make anybody happy, and that's the one thing that I've wanted to do with my life.
Yeah.
I thought this was the break I needed. I don't know anymore.
I mean, you dropped like so fast, Lucy.
Yeah.
When we're gonna fight, you like someone looks at you and you're down, and not like. And you haven't really played any music in forever. And when I met you, you were kazooing it up, and like that was the dream. It seemed like. And then you got stuck with us and our whole shenanigans and whatnot. I guess they make for good stories, but if you're losing yourself along the way, you probably do need a break. Where would you go?
The one thing I've wanted was to make a song that I could play. And I've started writing, and I pull out my book. I think I'm close.
Wow. If I could read music, I bet this is great.
It's almost great. it's borderline good. I need to get back home. There's a place I want to play. And I think I'm getting close to being able to do that.
Okay. When you go, just don't do it like in the middle of the night. Like, I don't want this to be our goodbye, right? You're not
And
just gonna
immediately,
run
like, he's like, oh, God. Yeah. No. Shit. No.
Okay. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I can handle that right now. Not that you have to worry about my feelings or anything. Just, you do what's best for you. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. You're gonna go off and you're gonna do really amazing things. And you have to write. We'll find some place that you can write to and then we can pick up letters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think you should do what's best for you.
Yeah. I gotta do what's best for me.
Please don't make me hold the secret for forever either. Please tell everyone else as soon as possible. This is a lot.
No.
Okay. Oh, thank you. All right. Can I go get some bean juice or something?
Yeah, can I be drink again? And I start, like, welling up.
Yeah, this is great. This is exactly where we wanted to be.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. We got this. Let's go say hi and good morning to the world.
Yeah. And I open the door.
Red-eyed. Blotchy face. It's great.
Can't hear you, Reed.
And with that, you guys stumble out. It's still somewhat quiet. Is there anything else before we complete the evening?
Is anyone going to harass Turja at any point about the fact that she was lying about being noble?
The last thing on my list at the moment.
Okay, fair enough. She's been waiting for that for like 20 days and it never came up.
A lot has happened!
That's true.
A lot more to be emotional about. Oh, shoot.
So, when we get back to the Sword Coast there, I'm probably gonna take a break. I've got to talk to my mother, get down to Candlekeep, catch her up on the family situation.
I need to talk to... I need to take these keys to the Black Staff and talk to the Temple of Ogma. I need to know... We need to find Sahir. I need to... Well, there are a lot of things I need to do.
Sounds like you could use a Eldritch Knight escort, a Knight of Ogma, to get you there.
If you'd be willing, I did what I thought needed to be done, but I didn't like doing it. I'm not proud of the fact that I ran away with those keys. They needed... This is bigger than us. I didn't know what else to do. I just... It's worth your life, my life, all of our lives.
Rafe, if I could get a couple of the books that were taken from back in the graveyard, I can use those to get access to Candlekeep, into some of their deeper archives. I can see what they have and pass the information back to you all if you plan on pursuing this further. Graven Hollow, another library, Underdark. I can
Absolutely.
give you the hookup on that.
And I will produce a couple of them.
And look, if you're going to be bringing Garlo back, he's probably going to want his glaive. So I'll pass that back to you and take that sickle if nobody wants it.
Sure. I have no desire for the sickle. I don't really want the glaive either, but I think we're going to need it.
Okay.
You spend the next few days loading up supplies, checking out the
supplies.
ship backwards and forwards, and setting off back to the Sword Coast. We'll pick up next time. We'll find out how to get there. See you guys soon. Quick shout out to our friends at Dragon's Conquest.
Concord.
They're awesome. What's that?
Concord.
Oh, Dragon's Concord. Why did I say Conquest? I was talking about something else earlier. Dragon's Concord. Love them. They're great folks. Some of our good friends are there. Actually, one of my friends that I used to do Krav Maga also runs the place. So anyway, if you don't get a chance to go there, I'm sad. You should just pony up and go there and play some D&D or whatever RPG you really like. They have themed rooms. They have big, great tables. They have just a lot of fun stuff there, and you should be there getting your game on. If you're in the Virginia, DC area, definitely get it on there. And with that, we are going to cut out for the evening. So thank you so much in chat for being here with us. Thank you so much for supporting the cast, playing the Streamloots cards, and we'll see you guys next time here on Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction on the Games Tavern.